The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldogs football is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. David Wellbrenner, your local Allstate insurance agent. By Atomic Pest Control. By Benchwarmers on Romer Avenue in Ottumwa. By Dave at Berry Patch IT Service in downtown Ottumwa. By Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield. By Community First Credit Union. By Falvey Lumber with 2 locations in Albia and Eddyville. By Family First Chiropractic in Ottumwa. By Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa. By Jana Brumball and her team at Homegate Southeast Iowa Real Estate in Ottumwa. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Eternal Medicine Clinic. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. By Insane Motors, 1219 South Madison Avenue, Ottumwa. By Ottumwa Glass, located on Gateway Drive. By Ottumwa Job Corps Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By Pierce Fence Company. By R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. By The Ride in Fairfield. By Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. By Andrew Schroeder with Schroeder Graphics and Sign, LLC. By Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. By Sonic Drive-In on North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. By Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 1527 Albia Road in Ottumwa. By The Stitch Doctor in downtown Ottumwa. By Warehouse Barbecue. And by Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Schaefer Stadium in the city of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Game number 3 of the 2021 season, second home game of the year for your Ottumwa Bulldogs as they get ready to take on the number 10th ranked Roosevelt Rough Riders. Well, obviously for Ottumwa, it has been a tough start to the season, dropping the opener to Oskaloosa 2 weeks ago, 35-14, and then on the road for the first time last week, losing at Fairfield 27-7. Perhaps the toughest part of the loss at Fairfield was that the Bulldog defense wasn't that bad. They did give up a long touchdown pass on the opening drive. They gave up 2 long passes at the end of the first half that set up the Trojans' third touchdown, but it was 21-7 Fairfield at the half of that game, and the Bulldog defense kept OHS within 14 points until more than halfway through the fourth quarter. They twice snuffed Fairfield drives after Ottumwa had turned it over, and basically the Bulldog defense gave OHS multiple chances to make it a one-score game. Unfortunately, the offense simply could not do it. The only Bulldog scoring drive of the night last week, it was set up by a long kickoff return, and then it ended when Tanner Shark turned a quarterback sneak into a 33-yard touchdown run, catching Fairfield completely off guard. Unfortunately, outside of that one play, the offense last week plagued by inaccurate passes, some turnovers, and a maddening tendency to lose yardage as soon as they would get into opponent territory, into good field position. You get down inside the 40, down inside the 30, and then Ottumwa would seemingly inevitably go backwards either by just a play going backwards, a fumble, a penalty, whatever it was. Ottumwa would go the wrong way. Not that there's ever a right time to go the wrong way, but Ottumwa would seem to go the wrong way every time they had something going and just could not sustain any momentum offensively. The good news for Ottumwa, there is nowhere to go but up after these first 2 weeks. The bad news for Ottumwa is this might be the toughest game of the season here tonight. A very good, very rejuvenated Des Moines Roosevelt team coming in here, coming off one of the biggest victories, not just in their recent program history, but really in the history of Des Moines Public School football. And we'll talk more about that in a moment. Right now we need to take a 3-minute timeout. Do want to let you know that you are indeed listening to the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Warehouse Barbecue for great barbecue and cocktails in a fun, fast-paced environment. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, they'll take care of you. Make sure to download the Warehouse Barbecue app and like Warehouse Barbecue on Facebook. Coming up after this 3-minute timeout, we'll take our first look at the opponent tonight, the number 10 ranked Rough Riders of Des Moines Roosevelt. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Our homes are one of our most important investments. Don't let your home be at risk from termite damage. Contact Atomic Termite and Pest Control to discuss the Centricon system, a proactive solution to protect your home from termites.
Hi, I'm Dylan Laux, third-generation service technician with Atomic Pest Control. If you have pest problems, call me at 682-6166. That's 682-6166. Atomic Pest Control, serving southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri since 1949.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Second and 13.
Ottumwa High Football, the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show as your Ottumwa Bulldogs prepare to host the 10th-ranked Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Riders, who are 2-0 on the season. Roosevelt began the year by blasting in-city rival Des Moines East 47-0, and then last week the Rough Riders knocked off Waukee by a score of 19-3. Roosevelt football was probably the biggest victim of the Des Moines Public Schools policy last fall of not allowing in-person learning, which meant that they could not field their team once school was supposed to start and the kids were not in school. The Rough Riders only got to play 2 games. It was a potential momentum killer for a program that was just coming into its own. It's also possible that the cutoff season cost Roosevelt its on-the-rise head coach. Mitch Moore left Roosevelt after last season to go become the new coach at Iowa City High. Enter Jared Barnett. He's a former Iowa State quarterback. We'll have more on that later. And he's off to a 2-0 start. Any fears of a slump have been eased by those first 2 victories for the Riders. The win over Waukee last week, 19-3, that was historic, not just for Roosevelt, but for any of the 5 Des Moines public schools, because it snapped a 134-game losing streak by Des Moines public schools against schools in the Des Moines metro suburban area. That losing streak for metro schools against suburban schools stretched all the way back to 2008. And it's kind of ironic that that win comes in the final year that the CIML, which obviously isn't a factor in football but is in every other sport, it comes in the last year that the CIML will have the Des Moines Public Schools and Ottumwa, for that matter, in it. Jamison Patton, who we're very familiar with from meetings in basketball and baseball, he leads Roosevelt on both offense and defense. As a quarterback, he has 5 touchdown passes and 2 touchdown runs. He leads them in rushing and passing. On defense, 7 tackles and an interception from his safety spot. We talked about how his head coach, Jared Barnett, is a former Iowa State quarterback. Well, Iowa State has already made Jamison Patton a scholarship offer. They're recruiting him heavily as a defensive back, but he wants to prove to the Cyclones and the other colleges recruiting him that he can be a Division I quarterback, and that's a chip on his shoulder that makes him even more dangerous to every opponent on his schedule. So Ottumwa will have its hands full tonight. Again, this is likely the best opponent that Ottumwa will face all season. Now, the rest of the Bulldogs schedule has teams that have some pedigree in football. We'll see Cedar Rapids Prairie here at home in a couple of weeks, and they've had better teams in the past. We'll see Linn-Mar on the road next month on October 8th, and they've been traditionally good, although they were down last year. Some other schools on the schedule not as accomplished in football, but Roosevelt, far and away the best program, probably the only ranked team Ottumwa will face all season, so this will be a tough matchup tonight for OHS. They do get it at home. Should still have a fairly raucous student section. Crowd making a lot of noise down below us tonight, and we'll see what happens. But the Bulldogs do have their work cut out for them here tonight. Speaking of work cut out, if you're watching on the live video stream, you're seeing the freshman-sophomore game, which is coming close to a conclusion. Roosevelt has it 4th down, and they are going to scramble and convert the first down with 1:45 to go, leading Ottumwa 18-14, what's really been a close contest in the freshman-sophomore game. We'll keep the camera on it here, although we're about to go to a break, but it looks like Roosevelt may hang on now, although Ottumwa does have all of its timeouts left. So we'll update you on that one as we go along here. Right now we need to take another break on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. And when we return, we will talk about the last time Ottumwa and Roosevelt met in football. They used to meet every year as conference foes before we went to district play. It's been a little while since we've seen the Rough Riders, but we'll cover the history of the series after this 3-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance. Let's try again. Everybody back to 1.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
The Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Why do people love bench warmers? It starts with the best wings. Never frozen, with 22 different wing sauces. Or you can enjoy our loaded menu that includes tasty sandwiches, daily homemade soups, daily specials, appetizers, pizza complete with wonderful service. Benchwarmers' delicious food, the best wings, and fun atmosphere makes it a wonderful place to enjoy with family, co-workers, and friends. Benchwarmers, the area's go-to eating destination in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Brings up 4th and 5.
Ottumwa High football getting ready to take on Des Moines Roosevelt here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We continue on with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. The last time Ottumwa and Roosevelt met on the football field was back in 2017 here at Schaefer Stadium, a game that the Rough Riders won 28-6. Obviously now this is a meeting of Class 5A teams. That's new this year. Before, teams that were then Class 4A moved to district play in 2012. Ottumwa and Roosevelt were conference foes, and Ottumwa held a lengthy winning streak when the series was halted by district play after the 2011 season. The resumption of the series took place at Drake Stadium in 2016. Brian Bramschreiber and I called that game that night, and the Riders won their first football game, period, at the varsity level in over 2 years. They snapped a very long losing streak at Ottumwa's expense. As we mentioned, Roosevelt also won the rematch in Ottumwa in 2017. Tonight will be the first meeting since that game. Roosevelt fans can rightly point to the 2016 win as the moment when their football fortunes started to change. 5 years down the road from that, it's Ottumwa that finds itself in a tough spot. Bulldogs, unfortunately, haven't won a game since the 2019 season, but right on the other sideline tonight will be proof that a team that's been struggling mightily can get things turned around. Roosevelt's turned it around, and Ottumwa, win or lose tonight, they can look at what Roosevelt's been able to do over the past 5 years and say, you know what? We can get on that road too. We just need to be doing things the right way and keep working towards a positive result. Speaking of down on the field, there's about a minute left in the freshman-sophomore game. Ottumwa's down 4, airing it out, and incomplete right about the 40-yard line. Bulldogs will have it 2nd down and 10 on their own 35, exactly 1 minute on the clock. Ottumwa incomplete, trailing 18-14. Ottumwa got an odd start to this freshman-sophomore game. They tackled Roosevelt in the Rough Riders' own end zone for a safety, so for a while Ottumwa led this game 2-0. The Bulldogs led by as many as 8, 14-6, but the Rough Riders now lead at 18-14. Again, there's 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. Little bonus play-by-play here on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Bulldog freshman-sophomore team looking for its first win of the year. They've gone toe-to-toe with the Rough Riders here, but got to go 65 yards in a minute with no timeouts. And they want to throw a screen pass. That's been taken away, and they'll just throw it out of bounds and bring up 3rd down. 53 seconds remaining.
Pass incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Crowd, of course, still filing in here. We have a varsity kickoff scheduled for our usual 7:30 tonight, so some of the fans still in the process of arriving. As I look down below me, the student section is mostly filled in, at least from what I can see. They always arrive early. So the Bulldog freshman sophomores lining up 3rd down and 10, 2 wide right, 1 to the left, obvious passing situation. Mitchell is going to be sacked. A flag came out, though. He might have been hitting the face mask.
Flag on the play.
That might be a face mask that'll give Ottumwa a new life here. Clock stopping, 48.3 seconds to go. It looked like that blow came up high, so either a face mask or just a blow to the head and a roughing the quarterback call, possibly. And Roosevelt's starting to walk backwards.
Inadvertent face mask, 5-yard penalty.
Oh, they call an They called the 5-yard inadvertent face mask.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Boy, a blow to the head. I don't know if that's inadvertent. They got rid of that inadvertent rule at higher levels of football. Mitchell's going to scramble. He's got room to run to the right side, angling for the sideline, getting out of bounds. And
Mitchell
he'll stop the clock with 41.8 seconds to go. You could see freshman, sophomore head coach Joe Vandenberg telling his quarterback get out of bounds down there. So it's 4th down and 6. The ball on the Ottumwa 39. They've got to get it to the 45. See if Ottumwa could find a seam and break one here. There's the snap. Mitchell's got time, throwing it left. Receiver's not looking. Oh, and incomplete. If he turned around earlier, he had half a step. The defender never looked up. But that's going to do it for our freshman-sophomore game. Ottumwa's out of timeouts. Roosevelt takes over on downs, and they'll kneel out the clock. So good effort tonight from the Bulldog freshmen and sophomores. They will fall, though, 18-14. All right, we'll take a 3-minute timeout here on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. When we come back, we mentioned that Roosevelt's head coach is a former Iowa State quarterback. The name might sound familiar. We'll tell you why after 3 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albee is locally owned. What's that mean to you, you ask? I'm Dennis from Falvey Lumber and Hardware, and that means not only will you be able to find someone from the moment you enter the store, but that our knowledgeable staff can answer the questions on big and small projects. We have 2 convenient locations, in Eddyville across from the BP and just off the southwest corner of the Albee Square. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We the ones chosen, so good night, cool world. I see you in the morning.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We roll on with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show, Bulldogs and number 10, Des Moines Roosevelt. As we mentioned, the first-year head coach for Roosevelt is former Iowa State quarterback Jared Barnett. And if you are an Iowa State fan, the mention of Barnett probably brings a smile to your face. Others might be trying to recall just why that name is familiar. Well, you have to go back 10 years ago, nearly 10 full years, November 18th, 2011, Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. An Iowa State team that was 5-4, needed a win to become bowl eligible, but they're hosting the number 2 team in the country, Oklahoma State, a rare Friday night matchup. Oklahoma State had the inside track to one of what was then only 2 spots in the BCS National Championship game if they could win out. Barnett had taken over as a starting quarterback just 2 games earlier. He was 2-0 as a starter. This was his 3rd career start. Now, his career as an Iowa State starting quarterback didn't last very long. He would lose his starting job in the middle of the following season. But that night, he led the Cyclones back from a 24-7 deficit to force overtime. Iowa State would eventually prevail 37-31 in the second overtime. Not only did that knock Oklahoma State out of a potential shot at the national title, and not only was it Iowa State's first ever win over a top 5 team, it also threw such a wrench into the BCS machine that it eventually led the powers that be to move in the direction of the 4-team playoff we have in major college football today. So when people go back and say Iowa State broke the BCS, that's kind of true, because it was that win over Oklahoma State that caused enough chaos in the BCS and caused enough people to be dissatisfied with which of the 2 one-loss teams got picked for the national title game that year, Alabama and LSU, I believe, that they eventually decided it was better to go to a 4-team playoff. Now, if you were there that night, you remember how it ended. Iowa State won the game. Over 50,000 people stormed the field at Jack Trice Stadium, including a certain radio announcer sitting right here. That was the biggest win at the time in Cyclone history. It's since been surpassed by a few games, but Jared Barnett was the quarterback that night, and now he's on the sidelines for Des Moines Roosevelt, has them in the top 10. They're number 10 in the Des Moines Register rankings, and he's got their sights set on it's a 3rd straight playoff berth. Roosevelt was in the playoffs on merit 2 years ago, and then last year when everybody made the playoffs, the Rough Riders, of course, played in the playoff. Well, I take that back. I'm forgetting. The Rough Riders had their season canceled because Des Moines Public Schools wouldn't put their kids in the classrooms, and so everybody else played football. Des Moines Public Schools did not. I'm not going to count that as a missed playoff year for Roosevelt because it's not their fault, not their program's fault, not their players' fault. But Roosevelt, the last time they were able to play, went to the playoffs, and Barnett trying to continue that streak this year. But his name is well known in football in this state due to his time at ISU in that one memorable night in 2011. Approaching the top of the hour here on the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Bulldog football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ Ottumwa, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Bulldog football this season is brought to you by Berry Patch IT Service. They support computers, laptops, and printers. Whether you're purchasing or needing something fixed, just give Dave a call at Berry Patch IT Service at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Bulldog football also brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. And by Pierce Fence, the only name you need to know for all your residential or commercial fencing projects. Contact them for a free estimate, like and follow them on Facebook, or visit them at piercefenceco.com. Coming up after this 3-minute timeout, we'll continue with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show and name our Shelter Insurance Player of the Week. That's coming your way next after 3 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road: new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good one.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video stream at AttumwaRadio.com. The Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show here from Schaefer Stadium tonight. Jason Van Arkel with you, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, Brandon Drew, the radio producer at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa getting ready to take on number 10 Des Moines Roosevelt. Time now to name our Shelter Insurance Player of the Week. And junior cornerback Ryan McKinnon. He's undersized, 5'4", 135 pounds, but he keeps making big plays for Ottumwa, both on defense and on special teams. He snagged his first varsity interception against Fairfield last week, showcasing the ability that led him to multiple interceptions on the sophomore team last season. He already has multiple tackles on special teams, made a couple of big ones in the opener against Oskaloosa. And he's now added kickoff returns to his list of duties, and with his speed and quickness, he and Abaya Salima give Ottumwa a dangerous 1-2 punch at the back when the other team is kicking off. Congratulations to Ryan McKinnon, the Shelter Insurance Player of the Week, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Bulldogs and Rough Riders warming up. Annie, I'm going to play with your camera here for a minute. That's Des Moines Roosevelt on the right. And then we'll pan down the field. Might have to pan up a little bit, Annie, as I'm reaching across into your personal space now. I apologize. And there are the Bulldogs down in the end zone, warming up in their group. Still have a little less than 30 minutes to go until the opening kickoff. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout right now, and when we return, we'll check on the other area football teams in action on this third football Friday night of 2021. The Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show rolls on after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Because I'm flexing Rarries, you can bet on me. I'm slippery, she numbing me, that tongue on me.
Ottumwa High Football in the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show here on KVIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs getting ready to host number 10 Des Moines Roosevelt. Other action tonight, area teams here in southeast Iowa. We've got a couple of matchups featuring two area teams, including your Davis County Mustangs on the road at the Cardinal Comets. We've got both sides of that broadcast available for you. The Davis County broadcast is on 104.3 KRKN. Also, we have a live video stream for the Mustangs. Ellis Kojo on that call on the live video stream. Our Cardinal broadcast is on 97.7 Tom FM. The Van Buren Warriors are at home tonight on 92.7 KTWA, hosting Louisa Muscatine. Dwayne Cook with the call tonight on Van Buren. The Pekin Panthers are on the road tonight. They're traveling to North Cedar. You can hear Pekin tonight on 101.5 KISS FM. Other games involving area teams tonight. A matchup of two area teams. That powerful Sigourney-Keota team is on the road at Centerville. The Big Reds welcoming the Cobras to town. Albee is back at home. They'll take on Central Lee tonight. Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont is on the road at Pleasantville. Fairfield, who beat Ottumwa last week, is on the road tonight at Fort Madison. And Oskaloosa is at home. The Indians will host Burlington, and we will be checking the score and the result of that game because Ottumwa will be on the road at Burlington next Friday night. Again, we'll head back out on the road to face Burlington 1 week from tonight, so we'll see how they fare against Oskaloosa before we take them on for the first time in 2 years. Bulldogs would have played Burlington last year. Burlington canceled because of COVID concerns. The last time Ottumwa played Burlington 2 years ago, we won on the road there, so hopefully history will get a chance to repeat itself next week. But that's next week. Tonight, Oski's hosting Burlington, and we're here at home taking on Des Moines Roosevelt. All right, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and get you the starting lineups. Bulldog football, it's getting closer on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road, new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good one.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Once again, a reminder, everyone, that the food pavilion is still open until about 7:45.
Ottumwa High football. We continue with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show, and it's time now to check the starting lineups tonight. First, the offense for your Ottumwa Bulldogs. The big boys up front, left tackle Kevin Moreno-Lozano, 6'2", 290, a junior. The left guard, one of the captains tonight, Gail Batras, 5'9", 200, a junior. The center, John Harden, back in the lineup this week after missing last week, 6'1", 250, a sophomore. The right guard, Bobby Skinner, 5'10", 190, a junior. And the right tackle, another captain tonight, Lane Spurgeon, 6'4", 210, a senior. Tanner Shark, still the starting quarterback for OHS, 5'10", 165, a junior. Two touchdown runs on the season, I should say, has yet to throw a touchdown pass. The tailback behind him, Ethan Renneria, will get his first start tonight, 5'9", 165 pounds, a junior. The H-back Mason Farrington, 6 feet 175 pounds, a junior. The wing-back Abaya Salema, 5'8", 145, a junior. The tight end Luke Gravy, 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, a junior. And the wide receiver Miles Sainer, 5'10", 160 pounds, senior. As for the Des Moines Roosevelt starting lineup, they're big guys up front, and they are pretty big. The left tackle, Jonathan Rojas, 6'2", 240, a senior. The left guard, Mo Darboja, 6'2", 280 pounds, a senior. The center is Sam Norris, 5'8", 215, a sophomore. The right guard is Jure Mendoza, 6 feet, 290 pounds, a senior. And the right tackle for the Rough Riders, Andrew Knapp, 6'5", 280 pounds, senior. The quarterback is the player being recruited by Iowa State and several other colleges, Jamison Patton, 6'1", 195-pound junior, 5 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs on the season. The lone running back in the 3 wide receiver formation for Des Moines Roosevelt is Russell Lamar, the starter anyway, 5'7", 190, a senior. The wide receivers are Danny Diggins, 6'2", 165, a junior, and Cole Norris, 5'9", 180, a senior. The slot receiver is Peter Fondutheth, 5'6", 145, a junior, and the tight end is George Williams. He's a big one, 6'5", 210-pound junior. As for the defenses, Ottumwa in its 3-4. The defensive ends, Lane Spurgeon and Jay Guerra. Guerra, another captain tonight, 6'1", 240, a junior. Gail Batrus, the nose tackle, 5'9", 200, a junior. The outside linebackers, Connor Schlarbaum, 5'10", 170, a junior, and Mike Kane, 5'11", 175, a junior. The middle linebacker, Theron Royer, 5'10", 175, a senior. And the strong side linebacker, the Sam linebacker, Cooper Derby, 6 foot 175, a junior. The Ottumwa cornerbacks, Shakir Pope, 6'2", 160, a junior. Ryan McKinnon, 5'4", 135, a junior. The strong safety is Luke Gravy. The free safety, Carson Kenny, 5'10", 155, a junior. The Roosevelt defense is in a 3-3-5. Their nose tackle, it appears it'll be Jonathan Rojas, who's their left tackle as well. They're 2 deep that Coach Barnett sent us this week, listed McGuire Dillon, but Dillon is not in pads tonight, so he's obviously not playing. The defensive ends for the Rough Riders, Colin Murphy, 6'1", 175, a senior, and Isaac Garcia, 6'2", 190, a junior. The will linebacker, Jaquan Bradley, 6 foot 185, a junior. The Mike linebacker, Henry Claypool, 6'1", 190, a sophomore. And the Sam linebacker looks like it'll be Shamarki Abdi, 5'9", 175, a senior. Skylar James listed as a starter, but he is not in pads tonight. The cornerbacks for the Rough Riders, Jack Armstrong, 5'10", 180, a senior, and Hunter Norris, 5'9", 170, a senior. And then 3 safeties. The strong safety, Davier Jones, 5'10", 175, a senior. The weak safety, Cole Norris. And then the free safety is the aforementioned quarterback/safety, Jamison Patton. Those are the starting lineups tonight. Bulldog football tonight brought to you by The Ride in Fairfield, locally owned and operated bicycle shop that provides new bikes, accessories, and bike repair. Go to The Ride for all your bicycle needs. By Falvey Lumber, your locally owned hardware and lumber store with 2 convenient locations in Eddyville and Albia. And by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. We continue on with the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show after this 3-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albee is locally owned. What's that mean to you, you ask? I'm Dennis from Falvey Lumber and Hardware, and that means not only will you be able to find someone from the moment you enter the store, but that our knowledgeable staff can answer the questions on big and small projects. We have 2 convenient locations in Eddyville across from the BP and just off the southwest corner of the Albee Square. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
Watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream, the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. Warehouse Barbecue for great barbecue and cocktails in a fun, fast-paced environment. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, they'll take care of you. Make sure to download the Warehouse Barbecue app and like Warehouse Barbecue on Facebook. Ottumwa and number 10, Des Moines Roosevelt, coming your way in a little less than 10 minutes is the scheduled kickoff at 7:30 tonight. Bulldogs 0-2, Roosevelt 2-0. Ottumwa facing a tough task tonight, hoping to play as best they can against one of the better teams in the state. And down below us on the field, as you can see if you're watching on the live video stream, the Ottumwa High choir and marching band are getting ready for the pregame festivities and the national anthem. And as they get ready for that, obviously tomorrow is a lot of things, including a certain college football game we'll talk about as we go along tonight. But most importantly, tomorrow is the 20th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. 2,977 victims lost their lives in the attacks, with many thousands more having their lives impacted forever. The sports world, of course, stopped for a time. The games eventually went on as life eventually went on. But we will not forget. We remember those lost at the World Trade Center in New York City, those lost at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and the brave souls on Flight 93 who gave their lives fighting the hijackers, causing that plane to crash into Pennsylvania Field instead of striking a second target in Washington. And as we get ready for the Ottumwa High Band and Choir to perform the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem, normally we take a break. Tonight we're going to bring it to you live on the radio and on the live video stream. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ottumwa High Marching Band and Choir with our Pledge of Allegiance and our National Anthem. Ottumwa High marching band and choir with the performance of the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem the evening before the 20th anniversary of September 11, 2001. And the Ottumwa High, we can't turn the camera far enough to see it, but up at the top of the hill by the field house, the Ottumwa High JROTC raising the flag. They kept it at half-mast during the performance of the national anthem, and now they have raised it up high as we get ready for tonight's game between Ottumwa and Des Moines Roosevelt. All right, the marching band will retire in just a few minutes. The Ottumwa High football team will take the field. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and wrap up the Warehouse Barbecue Company and Brewhouse pregame show. 3 minutes and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Looks like they picked the wrong getaway driver.
Gonna be paying for this for a long time.
They will, but with accident forgiveness. Allstate won't raise your rates just because of an accident, even if it's your fault.
Cut! Sonny.
Is that good?
Line. The desert never lies.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you were talking about Allstate and insurance.
Let's
try again. Everybody back to one.
Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Our homes are one of our most important investments. Don't let your home be at risk from termite damage. Contact Atomic Termite and Pest Control to discuss the Centricon system, a proactive solution to protect your home from termites.
Hi, I'm Dylan Laux, third-generation service technician with Atomic Pest Control. If you have pest problems, call me at 682-6166. That's 682-6166. Atomic Pest Control, serving southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri since 1949.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com. And on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium tonight. Annie Argo is right next to me, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa and number 10 Des Moines Roosevelt in game number 3 of the season. The captains are about to head to midfield for the coin toss, even if it is just ceremonial. Gail Batres, Lane Spurgeon, Jay Guerra, Justin Perez. All the big linemen, the Ottumwa captains tonight. For Roosevelt, it'll be Jamison Patton, Cole Norris, Jaquan Bradley, and Jere Mendocia. Bulldogs in the home red jerseys. White numbers front and back, white lettering front and back. White stripes on the shoulders. White pants with the red trim. White helmets with the red stripe and the red Ottumwa O. Roosevelt in road whites. Navy lettering, navy numbers, navy pants with the white stripe. White helmets with the Navy Rough Rider logo. Roosevelt won the toss and deferred, so Ottumwa will receive the opening kickoff here tonight at Schaefer Stadium. Bulldog football brought to you by Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa, the area's premier restaurant and sports bar. For your next meal or drink, visit Godfrey's Ale House. By Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. And by Jana Brumbaugh and her team at Homegate Real Estate Southeast Iowa, located in the Financial Partners Building on North Court Street in Ottumwa. Bulldogs have Abaya Salema and Ryan McKinnon back deep to receive this kick. And waiting to see which of the Roosevelt kickers will perform the opening kickoff duties.
Deep for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Abaya Salema.
Danny Diggins had been doing kickoffs for them, and it is indeed Diggins, the 6'2", 165-pound junior. 3 of his 12 kickoffs have gone for touchbacks. He'll kick it right to left as we look at it. We're ready to play football here at Schaefer Stadium. Ball on the right hash. Ball is in the air, end over end, a little bit short. McKinnon coming up. He's got it at the 12, bringing it left to right to the 15, trying to get outside of the 20, and he is swarmed under right at the 20-yard line. Tackle made on the play by Shamarki Abdi.
Shamarki Abdi.
And Ottumwa will take over first down and 10 at its own 20 for the first possession of the ball game. Ball will be on the right hash for Ottumwa as they move left to right here in the opening half. Still early in the season, week 3, but already it's dark enough that the lights have taken pretty much full effect. Ottumwa will go 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Shark in the shotgun, Renteria on his left hip. Got a wing back to the left as well. There's a snap, and it's a give to Renteria. Finds a hole on the right side, out across the 25, 30. He's in the clear, 35, and he is still on his feet, kind of being aided by Cooper Derby. And Renteria blasting through the hole and carrying it all the way past the 40. Let's see where they mark it. They'll mark it at the 42-yard line, a 22-yard run on the first play of the game by Ethan Renteria. He's had a lot of good, tough runs as a reserve back the last 2 weeks. Now getting a start and making a statement. First and 10 Bulldogs. 77 degrees here in Ottumwa. Very little wind to speak of. In fact, the flag on the flagpole is not moving at all. Wideouts both sides, wingbacks both sides. Under center is Shark, gets the snap, and it's a give to Harrington, who was the fullback on the play, and he was not able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier. Brought down by number 1,
Roosevelt's Davier Jones breaks in to make the tackle, loss of 2, second down and 12.
Second and 11 at the 40.
So Ottumwa got one big play to start the game, but they go a little bit backwards on first and 10, now second and 12. Ottumwa taking time in the huddle, but still 15 on the play clock. Sainer going wide left, Luke Gravy's wide right. Got a slot man as well. Wing back to the left. Renteria next to Shark. Shark gives it to Renteria, and not a lot there. Trying to go up the middle. Might have gotten a yard back to the 41.
Brought down by number 6.
And it'll be third down. Oh, no gain on the play. Third down and 12 from the 40.
At the 40.
So Ottumwa got a 22-yard run on the first play from scrimmage, but lost 2 in the second play. No gain on third down. Now they'll break the huddle. 15 on the clock for a third down and 12. 2 wide left, wing back wide right, or off to the right is Salema. Roosevelt showing blitz. There's a snap. Shark back to pass under pressure, throws it out and overthrows Gravy in the flat, incomplete. But Shark is down in the backfield. He gets up, and there's a flag down back at the 30, and Tanner clapping his hands. I think we've got roughing the passer here. Indeed, that is the call.
The passer.
And Roosevelt just gave Ottumwa a free first down and put the ball into Roosevelt territory, 15 yards from the previous spot. Will move it to the Roosevelt 45. First down and 10 Bulldogs. Shark was basically throwing it away, and I'm not sure which of the Rough Riders hit him, but that was very unnecessary. First and 10 Ottumwa in Rough Rider territory. Gravy goes wide left, wide side of the field. Farrington and Sainer are wide to the short side. Shark gets the snap, and a give to Renteria, and that'll lose yardage. 3-yard loss, as in there quickly was Jaquan Bradley from his linebacker spot. Second down and 13 back to the, well, they gave him a loss of 2 back to the 47-yard line, so second down and 12.
47 brings up second and 12.
I don't know if that play is simply designed run or if Shark could fake it and keep it on his own read. If Shark had kept the ball, he likely would have gained some yardage there. There wasn't a lot of contain on the right side where he ran out his fake. All right, he's in the I formation. He's got his team in the I on second down and 12. Shark with the give to the deep back. Renteria hole on the right side, ran into his own man, spins off at 40, 35-30, one man to beat, 25-20, dragged down from behind at the 18-yard line. First down Bulldogs.
Brought down about the 18-yard line.
Renteria getting some nice blocks from John Harden, Bobby Skinner, Lane Spurgeon on the right side of that line. And the second big run of the drive for Ethan Renteria puts Ottumwa in the red zone down to the 18. 29 yards on that carry for the junior. And Austin Fountain was a week 1 starter. He is injured and he is out for a while. But Renteria is starting to show that he can pick up the slack there. Double wing formation, wides to either side. Shark under center. And a quick give up the middle to Farrington from the fullback spot, and he'll get 3 yards down to the 15. It'll be second down and 7 after the 3-yard carry by Mason Farrington.
Gain is down to the 15.
Tanner Shark told me at Media Day back in August that we should watch out for Mason Farrington. He had the potential to do some things this year. Hasn't really had a chance to break out yet. Some of that's on Shark. Farrington has been a slot receiver and has been open for a couple of deep balls that Shark has missed him in the first 2 weeks. Tanner ever hits him on one of those, we'll get to see what Farrington can do. Right now he's lined up as the fullback in the double wing formation on second down and 7. Shark under center. And we're going to get a false start, a little bit of early movement on the right side of that Ottumwa line.
On the play.
That's kind of what we talked about in the pregame show. Ottumwa gets into advantageous field position and then goes backwards. So second and 7 becomes second and 12. Well, this is the third time Ottumwa's had second and 12 on this drive. First time they ended up getting bailed out by a roughing the passer call. Second time, Renteria broke off a 29-yard run. Cooper Derby will come onto the field. Tobias Salema will come off as the Bulldogs will not be in the double wing formation this time. Derby will be an H-back on the left. It's an I formation. And a give to the deep back. Renteria gets outside. Oh, man, and one more step, and he'd have gotten away, but he is dragged down at the 20 by Davier Jones from his strong safety spot. No gain on the play. It'll be third down and 12 for the second time on the drive.
Third and 12 at the 20.
Ottumwa might be marginally in the field goal range of either Salema or of Alex Yepes, who made the extra point last week. Let's see if Ottumwa can get closer here. Third and 12, Sainer wide right. I formation, Derby the H-back to the left. Renteria the deep back, the fullback is Farrington. Roosevelt showing blitz. Play action rolling out, Shark under immediate pressure, and he's sacked. Boy, Ottumwa's got to pick up that blitz better. Jaquan Bradley picks up his second sack of the season.
Brings up fourth.
Or pardon me, that is not Tanner Shark. That is Carson Kenny playing quarterback, not Shark.
At the 26.
Carson Kenny came out as a starting quarterback. I was not seeing the number well. He wears number 7, not number 1. And that's a loss back to the 26. It's fourth down and forever. It's out of field goal range, but you're not going to punt from the other team's 26. So the Bulldogs will huddle here. But they've only got 8 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Let's see if they can hustle up here. Down to 5. Kenny in the shotgun, 1 second. Ottumwa calls timeout. 6:36 opening quarter. No score. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Why do people love bench warmers? It starts with the best wings. Never frozen with 22 different wing sauces. Or you can enjoy our loaded menu that includes tasty sandwiches, daily homemade soups, daily specials, appetizers, pizza complete with wonderful service. Benchwarmers' delicious food, the best wings, and fun atmosphere makes it a wonderful place to enjoy with family, coworkers, and friends. Benchwarmers, the area's go-to eating destination in Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the timeout, Ottumwa facing 4th down and 18 from the Roosevelt 26. Ottumwa's got to get it down to the 8-yard line to keep the ball here. And Carson Kenny getting the start at quarterback. We were given a depth chart with Tanner Shark not only being the quarterback but also the punt returner, but Kenny is now back to receive the snap. 2 wide left, 1 to the right, double wing formation with Kenny in the shotgun. It's a screen pass. They try to catch him in the blitz, but that's not going to go anywhere. As tackled is Cooper Derby, actually a yard behind the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him down.
Kenny's pass is complete
at the 27.
To Cooper
and
Derby.
Ottumwa had a good first drive, but it ends on downs, and Roosevelt will take over. First down and 10 at their own 27, 6:29 to go opening quarter.
Roosevelt takes over 1st and 10 at the 20.
Not only is Tanner Shark not starting at quarterback, I now see him on the sideline in his jersey and not in pads and in a regular pair of pants, street clothes essentially. So Shark is apparently on the injured list, or at least the inactive list. All right, here is Jamison Patton with 2 wide left, brings a slot man in motion, gives it to Davier Jones on the slot man sweep to the right, big hole 40, 45, 50. Foot race with Carson Kenny down the sideline to the 30. Breaks a tackle 20, steps inside another man at the 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
In for a touchdown.
There is a flag down back at the 37-yard line, so hold on. And Patton, the quarterback's over there talking to the referee, and he's not celebrating, so I have a feeling this 72-yard touchdown run is coming back, and it is. The ball was actually marked at the 28-yard line initially. And so Ottumwa catches the break there, as I believe a block in the back was the signal. So instead of a touchdown for Roosevelt, they'll go 10 yards, I believe, from the spot of the foul, which will make it first down
block in the back
and 11 on the Roosevelt 27, which is where I thought they started the last play from, but they moved the ball forward a yard.
27 makes it 1st and 11.
So 2 wide left, 1 to the right, ball on the right hash. Patton in the shotgun, single back, Lamar on his right hip. Gets a snap, swing pass out to the right, that's caught by the big tight end, George Williams, but he's not getting a lot over there. Theron Royer
is complete
in on the tackle. Lane Spurgeon got out there as well.
Brought down by Luke Gravy.
Luke Gravy also in on the stop.
Gain out to the 30, brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be a gain of only 2, 2nd down and 8. Patton's thrown 5 touchdown passes this year into 17 completions. He's thrown those to 5 different receivers. So you can't just key on one guy. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. Dummy snap call. Ottumwa doesn't jump. Now the snap, handoff to Lamar, right side. He's got room around the edge, 35, 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds. With a Roosevelt first down. Russell Lamar with his first carry, and it goes to move the chains. Abaya Salema on the stop.
First down, Roosevelt.
But that is a gain of 15 yards. Roosevelt doesn't huddle here. Ottumwa's got to get set. There's a snap, and it's a zone read. Keeping it is Patton up the middle. He's got 5, 6 yards and is bent back just inside the Ottumwa 49.
Brought down by Guerra.
Jay Guerra in on the stop for OHS.
Gravy.
Luke Gravy also getting in there. Gain of 6, second out and 4. Counting down to 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Ottumwa had a long opening drive, but it ended on downs. Now 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Patton, again a dummy snap, now gets the snap. A give to Lamar. He's across the 45, breaks through 40, 35, stiff arm at the 30, dragged down. Good open field tackle.
Russell Lamar's the ball carrier.
Over there, I think, by Shakir Pope.
By 84, Shakir Pope.
And if Pope doesn't make the tackle, nobody does.
1st and 10 for Roosevelt.
That's a gain of 20 for Russell Lamar. Down to the Ottumwa 29. Chunk plays here in the early going for the Rough Riders. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Patton back to pass. Looks deep down the left side for the end zone. It's a one-on-one, and it is incomplete. Good position down there by Ryan McKinnon. Who else? He's had an impact on this team defensively this year. That pass was intended for Lucas Pullman, the wide receiver over there on the left, but McKinnon was in front of him, and he did not do anything to interfere with Pullman. Pullman was trying to jump through McKinnon to get to the ball. If anything, it would have been interference on Pullman. It's called incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Good one-on-one coverage there by Ryan McKinnon. Low snap, Patton's got it, back to pass. All the time in the world, now drifting to his left, fires back right to the end zone, overthrows the tight end. Williams incomplete. Theron Royer, I believe, was down there in coverage. Patton tried to throw him open and throwing it over everybody's head, but he threw it too deep.
Coverage by
And
Gravy
it's 3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10 at the 29.
Maybe Luke Gravy was down there in coverage as well from his safety spot. Third down and 10. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Clock stop. 4:18 to go opening quarter. No score. Roosevelt on their first drive. Patton with the snap. Option play. Pitch left to Lamar. He's inside the 35, down to the 20, 15, 10. Runner to the corner, and he's tackled inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line.
Lamar, the ball carrier.
I think it was might have been McKinnon that saved a touchdown. Yep, Ryan McKinnon with another sure tackle.
First
but
and goal for Roosevelt
when he's making tackles that far downfield, not a good night for Ottumwa there. 23 yards, and it's 1st and goal. Roosevelt from the Ottumwa 6 on the left hash. 2 wide to the short side of the field. Snap back to Patton. Give to Lamar. Big hole right side, but he's hit trying to get into that hole, and he maybe only got a yard to the 5. Luke Gravy there again.
Down by Batres.
Along with Gail Batres, the nose tackle getting off the block and making a nice stop. 2nd and goal from the 5. Initially, there was a gigantic hole, but it closed quickly. 2 wide left, 1 to the right on 2nd and goal from the 5. Patton with the snap, option left, quarterback keeper up the middle, breaks a tackle into the end zone for the touchdown.
In for the Roosevelt touchdown.
Jamison Patton, well, highly recruited, and on that opening drive, at least running as good as advertised. A 5-yard touchdown run, 3:26 to go opening quarter.
Diggins into
his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Danny Diggins, 6 for 10 on point afters. He will attempt this one. Good snap, good hold. Kick is blocked. Ottumwa blocks the kick, and you can't run it back. Boy, Ottumwa would have loved those 2 points, but you can't do that in high school football. Still, Ottumwa blocks the extra point, so it's 6-0 Roosevelt. 3:26 opening quarter, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High receiving the kickoff from Roosevelt. Ryan McKinnon trying to get right to left, slips a couple tackles at the 20. Oh, they're going to say his knee was down at the 20. Oh, I didn't think so.
20.
He ducked under a couple tacklers, but the head referee said McKinnon was down to the 20, and that's where Ottumwa will start its second drive, trailing Des Moines Roosevelt 6-0. 3:20 to go opening quarter. Roosevelt putting together a 9-play, 72-yard drive, 3 minutes, 3 seconds off the clock. The quarterback, Jamison Patton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rough Riders have the early 7-0 lead. Ottumwa has 2 timeouts remaining. They used a timeout on their opening drive. Timeouts are brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. Wood Iron Grill is your destination for an unforgettable dining experience. Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like them on Facebook. First down and 10, Carson Kenny getting his first start at quarterback. And a quick handoff left side. Is that Renteria once again? Ethan Renteria, some tough running there. Give him
the 22.
2 yards out to the 22, second down and 8. Bulldogs got a couple of big runs out of Renteria on the opening drive, and they were actually in the red zone before a false start and a sack pushed them back. I formation on second down. Man motions right to left, and flags fly as the snap happens. Play is stopped. And Ottumwa will get called for its second false start of the night.
False start against the Bulldogs.
So now second down and 13 as they move it back to the 17-yard line. Kenny now in the shotgun, 2 wide left, 1 to the right, gets a snap, rolling to his right, under pressure, throws, has a man open, through the hands and incomplete. On the sideline at about the 25-26, Abaya Salemo, the intended receiver, could not hang on to it.
Incomplete.
And it's third down.
Norris on the coverage for Roosevelt.
So now Ottumwa again in a third and long, this time 3rd and 13. Kenny under center, double wing formation. Quick give up the middle, a little bit of running room, but not nearly enough. Mason Farrington out across the 20 to the 21, gain of 4. And it is 4th down.
Fourth and 8 for the Bulldogs at the 22-yard line.
Abaya Salema listed on the depth chart as the punter. And the punt unit comes on. Salema dropping back to kick it away. Twin men deep for Roosevelt. Devier Jones and Lucas Pullman are back around their own 40. High snap. Salema gets it down, low end over end kick. It's going to take a good roll. Roosevelt lets it go, and that's going to take a great roll inside the 35 down to the Roosevelt 34-yard line.
Salema's punt rolls dead to the 34-yard line.
Good punt for Salema.
Where Roosevelt takes over.
Roosevelt at its own 34, first down and 10 with 1:06 to go in the opening quarter. So the Rough Rider offense comes out on the field. The Bulldog defense got gashed pretty good on the ground in that opening drive. Did well against the pass. Let's see what Roosevelt tries here. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Again, Patton, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Now he'll pull his tight end close on the left side. Gets a high snap, hands off to Russell Millar. Finds room off the right side. Dragged down from behind by Mike Kane after a 9-yard gain out to the 43-yard line.
49, Mikey Kane.
So second down and 1. And Russell Lamar had 13 carries for 34 yards combined in the first 2 games for Roosevelt. He's got a lot more than that tonight. And an option play, and Patton will keep it around the right side, and he'll get to midfield. Good pursuit from behind. Kane again brought him down at the 50-yard line, right at midfield.
1st and 10 for Roosevelt at midfield.
7-yard gain and a first down for Jamison Patton. Russell Lamar already has 72 yards rushing here in this opening quarter. And that might have been the final play of the quarter. We're down to 10 seconds, and the Rough Riders don't show any indication they're going to run a play. That'll do it for the first quarter. Ottumwa trailing 6-0. We're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Second and 22 at the 38.
Ottumwa High football started the second quarter. Bulldogs trailing Des Moines Roosevelt 6-0. First snap of the second quarter went behind Rough Rider quarterback Jamison Patton. He recovered it for a 12-yard loss. Now 3 wide left, 1 to the right on second and 22. See if the Bulldogs can take advantage of that. Patton back to pass. Here comes a rush. He gets away from Cooper Derby, rolling out to his left. He's going to look to run. He'll get across the line of scrimmage, so no sack, with good pursuit by the boys in red as they'll get Patton down after only a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 20. Gale Bottrace from his nose tackle spot with the stop. Cooper Derby flying in from his same linebacker spot, forcing Patton off the spot and making him scramble for a minimal gain. 3rd down and 20. Well, if you're Ottumwa, you don't want to give this up here. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Patton with the snap. Here comes the rush, trying to get away. Looking downfield, caught from behind by Theron Royer. He only gained a yard. A flag does come in at the end of that. What are they going to call here? Royer jumped on his back from behind. And what is the call? It was thrown right where the tackle was made. I have a feeling this is not good for Ottumwa. It is a personal foul, face mask on Ottumwa.
Face mask against the Bulldogs.
Man. Now, that was over on the far side of the field, and I couldn't see. I thought maybe they'd get an inadvertent face mask. Now, it's not an automatic first down, but 15 yards makes it 3rd and 2 from the Ottumwa 42.
The 42.
Boy, Ottumwa was about to get off the field there. Now Roosevelt probably 4-down territory. 3 wide left, 1 to the right, 3rd and 2. See if the Bulldogs can find a way to push him back. Lamar to the right hip of Patton in the shotgun. Gets a snap, Quarterback keeper to the right, trying to get to the edge. He'll have the first down and more. 35 down the sideline and pushed out of bounds by Cooper Derby at the 25-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds by
gain of 17 for Jamison Patton. It's first down, and
first and 10 Roosevelt at the 25.
There are some Bulldog faithful down below me who are not happy with that call. First and 10 Roosevelt now at the Ottumwa 25. This is a tough blow, especially for a young defense to bounce back from. Let's see how the Bulldogs respond. Patton gets a snap, looking left, fires left in the flat, caught, down to the 15, down to the 10, and knocked out of bounds inside the 10 is Peter Fantadeth. And it'll be first and goal, Rough Riders.
Patton's pass is complete.
They'll mark it at the 7-yard line. A gain of 18. That's only the second completion for Jamison Patton. But now first and goal. Motion the tight end into an H-back spot. Handoff to Williams. Cuts it back to the right inside the 5, and he spins into the end zone for the touchdown. Russell Lamar, his first rushing touchdown of the year, a 7-yard run. And Roosevelt has doubled its lead to 12-0 with the extra point still to come. 10:01 to go in the second quarter.
Diggins in to try the extra point.
Danny Diggins again to try the extra point. His first one was blocked. I wasn't sure who got it for Ottumwa. Lucas Pullman is their holder. Good snap, good hold. This kick is up, and this one is good. So 13-0 Roosevelt back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road, new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good one.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Des Moines Roosevelt goes 66 yards in 7 plays. A drive helped by a key personal foul face mask on Ottumwa on a play that would have brought up 4th and long, and the Rough Riders now lead 13-0 after the 7-yard touchdown run by Russell Lamar. High kickoff back to Ottumwa. Abaya Salema will take it at his 7-yard line left side. Brings it left, now cuts back, trying to get out of trouble. He's going to be swarmed under shy of the 20. He'll only get to the 17.
Down by 45.
Ottumwa's gotten good field position the first 2 weeks off of kickoff, but Roosevelt has covered kicks well tonight. First and 10 for Ottumwa from their own 17. 9:53 to go until halftime. Bulldogs down 13-0. Talk about a tough night for Ottumwa. Not only are you facing the number 10 team in the state, but you're doing it without your starting quarterback. Really, you're doing it with your third-string quarterback. The backup quarterback opening night was William Howard. Howard was injured, not playing quarterback in that first game, and has not returned. And now we get a whistle and a flag, and Ottumwa gets called for delay of game. So after Howard was hurt, Carson Kenny became the backup quarterback, and he was listed as the backup for this week as well. But now with Tanner Shark unable to play tonight, Kenny pressed into service. And he's got a tough task here. First and 15 from his own 12 after a false start. Double wing formation for the Bulldogs. Single wide out, short side of the field. There's a snap. Give it on the end around to Salema from his wing spot. Spins out of a tackle. Gets across the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Trying to run that to the short side of the field.
Number 13, William Richards. And number 5, Cole Norris.
Cole Norris was in on that stop for the Rough Riders. Salema will head off the field. Cooper Derby is on. Gain of 2 for Salema.
At the 14-yard line.
Mark it at the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 13. Bulldogs again break the huddle with about 14 on the play clock. Shotgun snap back to Kenny, handoff to Renteria, puts his head down, trying to plow ahead. Again, not a lot of room there on the right side. He'll get out to the 16, a gain of 2.
Gain out to the 16 comes.
And it's 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and 11.
So 3rd down and 11 for OHS. And in the shotgun is Kenny. Gets a snap back to pass. Throws it left side, and a leaping catch by, I think, Farrington.
Pass is complete to
but it's shy of the 1st down. Farrington with a nice play right there on the sideline, out to the 24. It's a gain of 7.
And 3.
But it is 4th down. 4th and 3 from the 24. They'd have to get to the 27. This would be a big gamble here. And for the moment, it's Carson Kenny called over the sideline, and they're going to send him in with some kind of play call. Brian Goodwin going to roll the dice, or at least look like he wants to. Will Ottumwa try to get Roosevelt offside, or will they run a play here? I guess nothing to lose, already down 2 scores, 3 on the play clock. And they tried the hard count, and it didn't work, and now timeout is called. So timeout before the delay of game. Bulldogs trail 13-0, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Salema deep to punt.
Another timeout brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. Ottumwa will bring out the punt unit now on 4th down and 3 from its own 27. Salema gets away, a high, kind of wobbly kick. Good kick over to the sideline, taken by Davier Jones. Boy, he stepped out of bounds at the 39. The ref didn't blow the whistle, but then as Jones tried to dodge, he went out of bounds right at the 39. That initial right foot was out of bounds, and it should have been whistled. But no harm done as he ends up stepping out of bounds in the same spot. Another good punt by a Salema. "37 yards. It's not a long punt, but over to the sideline, it prevented any kind of return. And now with 8:09 to go until the half, Moines Roosevelt takes over, 1st down and 10. Jamison Patton in the shotgun, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Gets a snap, looking left, looking now, pumps, rolling out under pressure, a lob, and it is off the, oh no, it's off the hands of Ottumwa's Connor Schlarbaum, and then caught on the deflection by George Williams, a tight end. And he'll take it all the way down to about the Ottumwa 35. Schlarbaum had an interception in his hands. It deflected up, and then Williams came down with it and rumbled for about 15 more yards. 26 yards. Boy, if it wasn't for bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at all. That was an interception, and Just took a bad bounce. 3 wide right, 1 to the left for Roosevelt. First down and 10 from the Ottumwa 35. Patton, swing pass out to the right, caught in the flat, down 35, 30, cutting back to the 25 and down inside the 20 is Jack Armstrong.
Number 3, Jack Armstrong.
Who wasn't even on the offensive depth chart tonight.
Down by number 7, Carson Kinney.
But he'll get 16 yards.
10 Roosevelt.
And now Roosevelt in the red zone, running no huddle. 3 wide left, 1 to the right, ball on the right hash. Patton with the single back, Lamar on his right hip. Patton gets a snap. Back to pass, pumps. Here comes the pressure, trying to roll out. Throws low, caught inside the 10, down to the 9 by Davier Jones, and that should be enough for first and goal, a 10-yard completion. Ottumwa's coverage is good initially. Patton is having to wait on a lot of his throws downfield. And then the pass rush forcing him off the spot, but that time he made a nice play. Roosevelt with the man late onto the field. They're going to get their starting tight end Williams out of there, bringing the backup Henry Claypool, the sophomore. He's an H-back on the right side. 2 wide left, single wide out right. Patton gives it to Lamar, running right side, has a crease, 10-5 touchdown.
Lamar into the end zone for a
Russell Lamar, his second touchdown run of the night. This one a 9-yard scamper. And Des Moines Roosevelt up 20-0 with an even 7 minutes to go in the half. It'll once again be Danny Diggins on to attempt the extra point.
Try the extra point.
Took only 4 plays for Roosevelt to go 61 yards, but for the second drive in a row, it was an Ottumwa play where they were unable to get something done that opened the floodgates for the Rough Riders. We'll explain that further in a moment. Good snap, good hold. Kick is deflected, but it'll creep over the bar anyway.
Kick is good.
Kick is good. Roosevelt 20, Ottumwa nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Four plays, 61 yards, a minute 9 off the clock. Des Moines Roosevelt now leading Ottumwa 20-0. 7 minutes to go until halftime. Danny Diggins will kick it away high end over end. It'll be Ryan McKinnon at his 7-yard line. Bring it right to left to the, not quite to the 15, and he is tackled down.
McKinnon on the return.
Well, Ottumwa's kick returns, and they're actually talking about it on the field as to where that ball was being run back to. Is apparently there was some miscommunication about where the blocking would be. The tackle is now that's a poor spot. He was nearly to the 15, got tackled back, landed at the 12. They mark it at the 12. This has been bothering me for years, folks. Officials on kick and punt returns are marking the ball where the guy ends up and not granting forward progress. McKinnon got to the 14. They mark it at the 12. And you might say it's just 2 yards. Well, that makes a difference. And that is, it's just poor officiating. That's a ridiculous spot. 2 wide left, H-back left, wide right on first down. Shotgun setback. Kenny tried to hand it off. He fumbled it. And play. Roosevelt recovers at the Ottumwa 6.
Recovered by Roosevelt. First and goal for Roosevelt.
And now Roosevelt with a chance to really start pulling away here. 6:49 to go until the half. They'll start the drive with the Ottumwa 6. And boy, this is a tough test to ask of Ottumwa now. Asking the defense to defend a drive that starts at your own 6. Patton in the shotgun, 2 wide left, 1 to the right. It's almost showing a blitz. It's a quarterback keeper trying to get outside. Schlarbaum just missed him. Jamison bounces it to the corner and jumps into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, by mere inches did Jamison Patton get away in the backfield from Connor Schlarbaum, and he ends up stringing it out all the way to the pylon for a 6-yard touchdown run. 26-0 pending the extra point. 6:40 on the clock. Roosevelt with 2 touchdowns in 20 seconds of game time. Diggins, the extra point, is blocked. And that time it was Luke Gravy who got a hand on it. So Ottumwa's blocked 2 extra points, but they still trail 26-0 back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albee is locally owned. What's that mean to you, you ask? I'm Dennis from Falvey Lumber and Hardware, and that means not only will you be able to find someone from the moment you enter the store, but that our knowledgeable staff can answer the questions on big and small projects. We have 2 convenient locations in Eddyville across from the BP and just off the southwest corner of the Albee Square. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Roosevelt kicking it away again. This one a shorter kick taken by one of the up men to the 15-yard line to the 20, racing all the way to the left, 25, 30, got some room, 35, and down around the 40-yard line. Let's pick up the number.
18, Donald Golick.
And Donald Golick, the backup wide receiver, with a nice kick return of 25 yards out to the Ottumwa 40. That's more like it. And with 6:32 to go, Bulldogs have good field position, 1st and 10 at their own 40. Trailing Des Moines Roosevelt 26-0. Under center, Carson Kenny, double wing formation, gets a snap. Quick give to Farrington, trying to bounce it outside, and that just never seems to work out well when you're in the fullback spot. He is dragged down. But again, they mark it back to the 35. He was hit 2 further yards upfield and dragged backwards. I'm about to write the Athletic Association a letter about learning how to spot a football and recognizing where forward progress is stopped. You don't get to drag a guy back and have it marked wherever you drop him. That'll go in the book as a loss of 5, 2nd down and 15. And a flag before the next snap. The play clock was out. Now,
delay of game on the Bulldogs.
Okay, I was looking down for a moment, making a note. You can't tell me that took 40 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
Did they properly reset the play clock? It's a second delay called on Ottumwa, but that did not feel like it took 40 seconds. So now 2nd down and 20. I formation for Ottumwa. Kenny will give it to the deep back Renteria, just trying to find some room up the middle, and he'll get 3. Back to the 33-yard line. But it's now 3rd and 17.
Gain is up to about the 33. Brings up 3rd and 17.
Bulldogs down 26-0, counting down to 5 minutes to go until halftime. Kenny in the shotgun, 2 wide left. H-back right is Cooper Derby. Low snap. Just a draw play to Renteria, trying to find some room up the middle, and he'll get a couple, but Roosevelt not fooled. And 4th down and 15 now from the 35. Roosevelt expecting a punt here. They've already sent Davier Jones back deep. Someone taking a bit of time to talk it over. And now they will bring the punt unit on. Avaya Salema's had a couple of decent punts in this game. Hasn't allowed a return on either of them. That's always important. Snap bounces to him. Here comes the pressure. He gets it away. Wobbler off to the right side. That'll go out of bounds, and this one will not be as good as
Salema's punt goes out
the
of
side
bounds.
judge over there will start walking up the sideline and wait for the head referee to tell him when to stop. It'll be outside the 40 of Roosevelt. Still walking. And they'll stop at the 44. Again, that was not a great situation for Salema. The snap bounced to him, and he was under heavy pressure. He did get the punt off and didn't get it blocked, so you got to give him credit for that. And now Roosevelt will start from their own 44-yard line. 4:08 to go until the half. Rough Riders leading 26-0. Two wide left, two wide right. Now they'll bring the slot man in motion left to right, give it to him. Nope, fake the end around. Deep down the middle, and a sliding catch on the low throw by Patton. George Williams, the tight end, makes the catch at the Ottumwa 43 for a first down.
First and 10
13 yards for Williams.
43-yard line.
First down and 10 Rough Riders. Under 4 to go. Riders staying in the no huddle. Two wide left, H-back left, single wide out right. The single wide out to the right is Pullman. He's covered by Shakir Pope. Patton looking to the sideline. Gets the snap. Handoff up the middle, Russell Lamar, and he's hogtied and brought down after only a 1-yard gain. I think that's Jay Guerra. Yep, Jay Guerra with a nice tackle. Beat his block and made a nice play.
Gain of 1.
Second down and 9.
Second and 9 at the 42.
That felt good for Guerra and the Bulldog defense. Two wide left, two wide right on second down. Patton gets a snap. He's back to pass. Has time, steps up deep down the left side, and it is off the fingertips and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Intended for Danny Diggins.
McKinnon on the coverage for the Bulldogs.
Ryan McKinnon was in coverage. Carson Kenny, the safety, was coming over. It would have taken a perfectly placed ball to connect for the touchdown there. The ball was off his fingertips at the 5, and now it's third down and 9. Roosevelt again, two wide left, two wide right. Patton with Lamar on his right hip. Gets a snap, back to pass. Here comes the blitz. He dodges Royer, rolling right. Now cuts back up the middle. Hit as he throws, but it's caught at the 30, complete. The tight end Williams, and he's dragging tacklers all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Pass is complete.
Theron Royer nearly came back and got the sack on the second effort. Hit him as he threw, but Williams made the catch.
First and 10 for
And that'll move the chains close to the red zone. Gain of 20 on the play. Back to passes, Patton looking deep down the middle and had a wide open Davier Jones and overthrew him by 5 yards in the end zone.
Intended for Jones.
That was one of the few coverage breakdowns that Ottumwa's had tonight, but Patton just flat out missed him. Second down and 10. Clock stops, 2:40 to go until the half. We almost certainly will not have a running clock to start the second half because Roosevelt's missed 2 extra points, so even if they get a touchdown here, they cannot get to 35, at least on this drive. Patton, quarterback keeper, up the middle, cuts left, makes a man miss at the 20, dancing at the 15, down to the 10, puts his head down, and he's all the way down to the 7-yard line, first and goal. Ryan McKinnon again with the stop.
First and goal for Roosevelt at the 6.
McKinnon is a sure tackler. Problem is you don't want your cornerback leading you in tackles, and it feels like McKinnon is doing that tonight. First and goal at the 7 after that 15-yard run by Patton. Gets a snap. Hand off Lamar. Left side accelerates to the corner, and He is not in. They are marking him down at the 1. Tried to get to the pylon there, but Ottumwa forced him out of bounds. 2nd and goal from the 1 after the 6-yard run by Russell Lamar. No huddle. Patton in the shotgun. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. There's a snap. A give to Lamar. Right side hit and taken down. Oh, they say he got in. Fell forward, and if he got in, it's just by the nose of the football. Might have been Mike Kane who put the lumber on him there, but they say he got into the end zone. Boy, I thought he was shy. I thought Ottumwa had gotten a 2nd down stop there. Minute 52 to go. Now 32-0 Roosevelt. Diggins on for the extra point. He's 2 for 4. He's had 2 blocked. Another one was deflected but got through. This one is up and good clean. 33-0 back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Diggins to kick off.
This Des Moines Roosevelt touchdown drive, 56 yards in 8 plays. Russell Lamar, a 1-yard touchdown run, and they now lead Ottumwa 33-0. Minute 52 to go until halftime. Diggins kickoff end over end to the middle, and at the 10, it's McKinnon. Coming left to the 15, to the 20, got to see him, 25, 30, 35, 40, kicker to beat, and he is spun down, actually got caught from behind a little bit at the 43-yard line. Ryan McKinnon, our Shelter Insurance Player of the Week this week, with a nice kickoff return. And Ottumwa will start another drive in good field position. They gave him the 44 there. So 1st and 10, minute 44 to go until the half. Well, from here, no reason for Ottumwa not to get aggressive here. It's already 33-0. If you make a mistake here and it costs you points, what's the difference at this point? Wideouts either side. Gravy is wide right. I think it's Sainer wide left. Kenny, quick give up the middle to Farrington, and the quick hitter only gets 2. Thought for a moment some misdirection in the backfield behind that quick handoff would fool Roosevelt, but they make the stop after a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Ottumwa huddling here. Well, you'd like to see the Bulldogs go faster, but again, you've got Carson Kenny in at quarterback, and he's a tremendous athlete. But he wasn't expecting to be starting a game at quarterback this year. He wasn't even the backup when the season began. Double wing formation. Gets a snap. And a give on the wing back around right side. Renneria across the 50 before he's chopped down at the 49. Gain of 5 for Ethan Renneria.
3rd and 3.
And with 50 seconds and counting to go, it's 3rd and 3 at Ottumwa at the Roosevelt 49. Fans want Ottumwa to take a shot right here. Don't really know how strong an arm Carson Kenny has. He's only thrown a couple of passes in this game. Hasn't really tried to throw anything deep. We're down to 30 seconds to go. Double wing formation, wideouts to either side. Farrington the fullback, and he got the handoff, but he was met in the backfield, taken down by William Richards. Farrington got back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down with 15 seconds to go. Kenny's saying, look, give me a play, let's run a play. But I think Ottumwa's just going to take this one to the locker room. So we'll go to halftime, Roosevelt 33 and Ottumwa nothing.
That's the end of the first half.
Let's take 3 minutes, come back, and when we return, we'll begin the R&K Body Pros halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride. Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldog halftime show is the R&K Body Pros halftime show. R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street, 2 blocks west of the high school in Ottumwa. For reasonably priced quality auto body work, paint jobs, and insurance quotes, R&K Body Pros, a local business putting people first. At the half, Des Moines Roosevelt, the number 10 team in Class 5A, leading Ottumwa 33-0. Ottumwa's first drive of the game was its best. They got a couple of big runs from Ethan Renteria, got inside the 20, but a false start and a sack pushed them back, and they ended up turning it over on downs. And then Roosevelt got the first of its 5 drives. They've scored on all 5 of their drives. Opening drive for them went 72 yards in 9 plays. Quarterback Jamison Patton a 5-yard touchdown run. The extra point was blocked by Ottumwa, but the Rough Riders led 6-0 with 3:26 to go in the opening quarter. The next Rough Rider drive began with 1:06 to go in the first quarter, carried into the second quarter. It went 66 yards in 7 plays, 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. Russell Lamar, a 7-yard touchdown run, extra point good, and Roosevelt led 13-0. That drive was kept alive by a face mask penalty on Ottumwa on a play that otherwise would have ended up with a 4th and long. Ottumwa would punt on its ensuing drive, and then Roosevelt would go 61 yards in 4 plays, only 1:09 off the clock. Lamar a 9-yard touchdown run, That gave the Rough Riders a 20-0 lead. The extra point was deflected but still went through. That drive was started on a play that should have been an interception. A pass that went off the hands of Connor Schlarbaum, somehow deflected to tight end George Williams and turned into a 26-yard gain. Like we said at the time, if Ottumwa didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all. The Bulldogs would then fumble on the first play of the next possession. Roosevelt recovered at the Ottumwa 6. On the next play, Patton ran it in from 6 yards out. Extra point was blocked by Luke Gravy, but it was 26-0 Rough Riders. And after one more Ottumwa punt, the Riders would go 56 yards in 8 plays, took a minute, or pardon me, didn't do a number calculation on that drive, but it took over 2 minutes. Russell Lamar, a 1-yard touchdown run, and the extra point made it 33-0 Rough Riders. And that is our score at the half. So as the Ottumwa High marching band takes the field, we're going to send it back to the studio on the radio side, a 3-minute timeout, and then Brandon back at the studio will get you an update from Radio Iowa News, and we'll be back with the halftime stats. On the video side, we'll play you a few more of our sponsors here and then let you see some of the halftime show. It's Bulldog football here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi, this is The Ride Bicycle Shop, and we're located on the southeast corner of the Courthouse Square in Fairfield. I'm the owner, Mark Smith, and meeting people through the world of bikes is what I'm passionate about. I carry everything you need to get on the road, new bikes, accessories, and repair. Remember, Christmas will be here before you know it. The Ride is currently open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Christmas. Stop by the store and check out our inventory, or dust off that bike in the back of the garage and get a tune-up. Remember, it's all about the ride, so have a good one.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Let's hear it for the pride of Ottumwa, your marching Bulldogs.
Okay. Getting ready for the start of the second half. We continue on with the R&K Body Pros halftime show. Bulldog football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Jason Van Arkel with you tonight. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. We do realize that there were a lot of difficulties with the stream in the first half. We they are being worked on as we speak, and we've got a new stream up here, and it looks like it's holding so far. Again, we've trying something a little bit different tonight. Hopefully get the kinks worked out and bring you a seamless second half. It's time to get you the first half stats. First for Ottumwa. Good night so far for Ethan Renteria at running back. 10 carries for 63 yards. Not a lot else for Ottumwa, though. Mason Farrington, 6 carries for 2 yards. Abaya Salema, 1 carry for 2 yards. Carson Kenny, 2 carries, negative 12 yards. And in the passing game, Mason Farrington, 1 catch for 7 yards. Cooper Derby, 1 catch, but he lost 2 yards. So 55 rushing yards, 5 passing yards, 60 total yards for Ottumwa. And Kenny is 2 for 3 for 5 yards throwing the football. For Des Moines Roosevelt, 142 rushing yards, 105 through the air, 247 total yards. On the ground, Russell Lamar, 10 carries, 96 yards. And Lamar has 3 touchdowns on the ground. Jamison Patton has 8 carries, 46 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, George Williams, 4 catches, 61 yards. And then you have Peter Fanthadeth, 1 catch, 18 yards. Jack Armstrong, 1 catch for 16 yards. And Davier Jones, 1 catch for 10 yards. Patton in the air, 7 of 11 for 105 yards. But again, all the Roosevelt touchdowns have been on the ground. And the Rough Riders lead it by a score of 13-0. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back with the second half kick on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with the purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
About to start the second half, Ottumwa High football trailing number 10 Des Moines Roosevelt 33-0. Bulldogs will kick it away after receiving the first half kickoff. Looks like Abaya Salema will handle the kickoff duties here. Trying to read the numbers on the Roosevelt deep men here. The one nearer to me back on the 5-yard line was doubled over adjusting his socks. Can't see the number when he bends over. Salema will kick it away from dead center on the 40-yard line, right on the X. Ottumwa looking to get a defensive stop here for the first time tonight. Roosevelt has scored on all 5 of its drives, although a couple of times Ottumwa missed opportunities to get off the field. Salema's kick is end over end, and it'll be fielded at the 15-yard line, up left 20, 25, breaking a tackle 30, cutting back, getting to the outside, but tripped up by Mason Farrington. Nice tackle. If he doesn't get Davier Jones there, I don't know who does. Jones out to the 35-yard line. That's where Roosevelt will start the first possession of the second half. 11:53 to go, third quarter. Rough Riders leading 33-0.
For Roosevelt at the 35-yard line.
We do have a Rough Rider player down on the far side of the field, away from where the tackle was. One of their special teams blockers. And that is William Richards, senior linebacker, who is limping off the field. So Roosevelt takes the field, operating from the right hash, moving left to right as we look at it here in the third quarter. Jamison Patton, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 2 wide outs, stacked right, 2 more stacked left. Gets a snap, handoff to Lamar, breaks a tackle in the backfield, but Ottumwa swarms him and he's down at the line of scrimmage. Cooper Derby with the stop after Jay Guerra slowed him down, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Well, Lamar's on the verge of a 100-yard night. He had 96 in the first half, but he does not add to his total on that carry. Second down and 10. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Ball on the right hash. Now the motion man is a slot man. Jones gets a snap, end around. Carrying it wide to the 35, finds a seam 40, and Cooper Derby again gets there to make the tackle. Good pursuit from the opposite side, but it is a gain of 11 and a first down for Jones.
First and 10, Roosevelt.
So they'll mark this, well, they mark it just outside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards. First down and 10. 2 wide to the short side, the left side, 1 wide to the right. Hand off to Russell Lamar. Nope, it's a quarterback keeper. Patton, left side, accelerates down the sideline, breaks a tackle, cuts inside of the 25, and a good job.
Run out of bounds.
Again, Ryan McKinnon.
By Luke Gravy.
Or is that Luke Gravy over there? I thought it was McKinnon who pushed him out, but Gravy was over there as well. If they don't get him out there, he scores, but he's all the way down to the 21-yard line. Good play fake by Patton, had everybody fooled, including me. And now whistles. Ottumwa was trying to get a substitution against a no huddle, and they call a timeout. 10:53 to go, third quarter, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the Ottumwa timeout, brought to you by the Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. First down and 10. Patton back to pass under pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Pump fakes now. He'll run. 15, 10, 5, and he's dragged down on the quarterback scramble. All the way down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line.
Derby.
And it'll be first and goal. The pressure for Ottumwa came from the outside. Patton stepped up. Coverage was good downfield, but a big gap for him to run. And the Ottumwa pass coverage tonight, by and large, has been pretty good. But stopping the run and stopping the scrambles has been the issue. They mark it at the 4. So give him a gain of 17, first and goal. 2 wide left, 1 to the right, H-back to the right. Ottumwa showing blitz here. Snap to Patton. Play action, back to pass, under pressure, gets away from one man, racing to his left. Can Ottumwa cut him off? Cuts inside, and he's into the end zone.
Patton in for the touchdown.
Bulldogs nearly had another sack. Jarrett Wellings was in on the pressure, but Patton got away. And he scores from 4 yards out. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. It comes with 10:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. And that makes it 39-0 Roosevelt, and that'll put the running clock in effect, unless Ottumwa can get the lead back down under 35. Danny Diggins will attempt the extra point. He's 3 of 5 tonight. That kick blocked, a 3rd kick blocked by Ottumwa. That one the center of the line, so 39-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Des Moines Roosevelt, first drive of the second half, 65 yards in 5 plays. Jamison Patton, a 3-yard touchdown run, his 3rd of the night. Ottumwa blocks its 3rd extra point. So Roosevelt leads 49-0. They try a squib kick, but nice alert play by the up man. That is Jarrett Wellings, a junior, dropping back, fielding that kick and sliding down at the 39-yard line.
40, Jarrett Wellings.
Nice play by Wellings. If that ball gets over his head, it's a live ball.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Ottumwa will get good field position at the 39. The clock is rolling. I know we're in the running clock, but it shouldn't be running until this snap. But it's running, so we'll get our first snap of the drive at about the 9:30 mark. They were in an I formation. Now they'll offset Renteria to the left. Kenny under center gets a snap, a give to Renteria, follows blockers to the right, puts his head down and gets forward to maybe the 42. Gain of 3. They give him the 43, it'll be 4 yards, so that would make it 2nd down and 6. Renteria had 63 first half rushing yards. Oh, they put it at the 42, so it's 2nd and 7, gain of 3. Roosevelt defense looking for its 2nd shutout of the year. They shut out Des Moines East in the opener, 47-0. Wing back to the right, 2 wideouts to the left. Kenny in the shotgun, Roosevelt showing blitz. Kenny gets a snap, here comes the rush, has time, deep down the middle, looking for Salema, well, it's incomplete. It really wasn't overthrown. It was nearly intercepted by Jack Armstrong. Salema was bracketed by 2 defenders, and he slowed down, and then the ball was over his head. If he keeps running, he gets to the spot, so it's not really overthrown. I was about to say overthrown, but then Salema slowing down is what caused that ball to be too far for him to reach. Out-of-town scoreboard, there's a good one going on in Eldon tonight. After 3 quarters, Davis County 22, Cardinal 22. End of the 3rd quarter, Van Buren with a big lead over the Weiza Muscatine Warriors, up 57-6. Back here in Ottumwa, 3rd down and 7 for Ottumwa from its own 42. Shotgun snap to Kenny, rolling right, throws it in the flat and incomplete. Boy, he overshot Miles Sainer on the right side.
For 85, Luke Gravy.
Or maybe that's Gravy, 85, not 86. And it'll be 4th down and 7.
4th and 6 at the 42.
Bulldogs look like they'll bring the punt team on. They will. Clock rolling even on the incompletion. Again, Ottumwa was down by more than 35. 39-0 Roosevelt. Salema back to punt. Jones is one of the 2 men deep for Roosevelt. Salema's punt. Kind of a wobbler, a sidewinder, and it is, well, that was kind of odd. It looked like the return man on the far side was going to catch it, Pullman. Then an Ottumwa defender kind of ran into him but didn't hit him that hard. They didn't throw a flag, and Roosevelt fell on the ball at the 28.
Roosevelt takes over 1st and 10.
So that's where the Rough Riders take over 1st down and 10. With under 7 minutes to go, again, the running clock still moving. And the question now for Roosevelt is how much longer do they leave their starters in there? Looks like they at least have some starters still on that offensive line. And that's still Patton, the quarterback. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Here comes the rush, and he'll escape to the right, throwing downfield. And again, he finds his quarterback, or his tight end, I should say, George Williams, who breaks a tackle and is out across the 45 to the 47 for a Rough Rider 1st down. And there's a Bulldog down behind the play. Getting to his feet and trying to limp off is Cooper Derby, the linebacker. And he's hobbling pretty bad as he makes his way towards the sideline. Aiden Lord will come onto the field to take his spot.
1st and 10 for Roosevelt at the 47.
It's gain of 19 for Williams. Williams is the safety valve over the middle for Pat whenever he gets in trouble. That's already the 5th catch of the night for the big tight end from Roosevelt. That gives him 80 yards. Swing pass out to the left on 1st down. Catch made in the flat. And getting down the sideline, keeping his feet is the wide receiver. He's still tiptoeing down the sideline. Nope, a whistle. He's out of bounds. Roosevelt thought they had a touchdown there for Fandethet. Pardon me, that's Peter Fandethet.
Kenny at the
Carson Kenny got him out at the 21. Fandethet thought he had stayed in bounds, but the whistle came from the side judge. That's still a 32-yard catch and run for Peter Fandethet. The Rough Riders not taking the foot off the gas yet. 1st down and 10 from the Ottumwa 21. Under 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Bulldogs show a little blitz. Comes from the outside. Time to throw into the corner and off the hands and incomplete. Should have been a touchdown on the corner route. That was intended for Terrence Hill, a sophomore, usually a running back, but lined up as a wide out there. And he had beaten his man towards the corner of the end zone. Pass was in and out of his hands. That might have been Patton's best throw of the night. Bulldogs catch a bit of a break there, 2nd down and 10. Patton again back to pass, looking left, now fires to the left corner, and it is off the hands and incomplete again. Back corner of the end zone. That was intended for Danny Diggins. 2nd time this game that Roosevelt's tried to hit him for a touchdown in that corner of that end zone off to our right. The first one, the pass was a bit too far. That one looked like it should have been caught. McKinnon was in position but slowed up a little bit as the ball was in flight, and it was over his head right along the back line. Diggins couldn't bring it in. 3rd down and 10. Slot man in motion. Got to watch the end around here. They give it to Fandethet over to the right side. Flag comes down. He's inside the 20 and run out of bounds. Well shy of the 1st down. Good pursuit that time by Ottumwa.
Number 9, Fandethet.
It'd be about a 4-yard gain at the 17 pending the call. That's against Roosevelt. The flag was in the area of a hold. And now does Ottumwa want to force him back 10 yards or make him play 4th down? Roosevelt might be hoping they decline the penalty here. This might seem like a good time to give your field goal unit a little work if you're the Rough Riders, but we'll see. 2:59 to go, 3rd quarter. Ottumwa with the decision to make here. And I think Ottumwa's going to decline the penalty. It is a hold on the Rough Riders, but they decline it. It'll be 4th down, so give Vanthadeth a 4-yard run. And now what will the Rough Riders do on 4th and 7? Leading 39-0. Now we roll the clock again, 2:30 and counting. They're leaving the offense on the field. Patton, the quarterback, trying to get a play call from the sideline here. See if Ottumwa can get a little moral boost here. A chance to get a 4th down stop. 4th and 7. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. Bulldogs showing blitz. And it's a play action, and trying to keep it is Patton under heavy pressure, throws it downfield, and a diving catch at the 4-yard line. Jamison Patton got plastered as he threw by Royer and Kane.
To number 9.
But the catch is made by Vanthadeth on a dive at the 4 right by the sideline, 1st and goal. Boy, that is frustrating if you're Ottumwa.
Roosevelt.
Patton faked the handoff to Lamar, thought about running. Ottumwa had him bottled up. He was backpedaling towards the sideline, and he somehow made the play. Snap to Patton, give to Lamar, trying to get outside. He's tackled in the backfield for a big loss. Cooper Derby gets him down back at the 9, a loss of 5. Big play by Derby. Second and goal now from the 9-yard line.
2nd and goal at the 9.
3 wide right, 1 to the left. Gotta watch that big tight end Williams. He's in the slot on the right. Patton back to pass. Looking over the middle, now looking to scramble. Steps up, hit from behind, breaks it. Hit again as he throws, and it is no signal yet. Officials are conferring, and they're going to say touchdown. Lucas Pullman ended up with the ball. 2 Roosevelt players dove for it at the same time. They collided. I could have sworn the ball hit the ground. Nobody knew what to call. And I think in the end, since none of our glorious officials saw the play, they decided to call the touchdown. I'm pretty sure that ball bounced into his hands. But a touchdown is called, and unfortunately we can't use instant replay in high school football. Pullman with his 2nd touchdown catch of the year. Diggins on to try an extra point. High snap. Pullman got it down. Kick is up and no good wide right. So it's 45-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albee is locally owned. What's that mean to you, you ask? I'm Dennis from Falvey Lumber and Hardware, and that means not only will you be able to find someone from the moment you enter the store, but that our knowledgeable staff can answer the questions on big and small projects. We have 2 convenient locations in Eddyville across from the BP and just off the southwest corner of the Albee Square. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
McKinnon and Salema deep. Diggins to kick off.
When Roosevelt not taking their foot off the gas yet, they go 72 yards in 8 plays. 6 of them passes. A 9-yard questionable touchdown catch is the ruling by Pullman from Patton, and it makes it 45-0 as McKinnon will return the kickoff from the 7 to the left 20, and he's hogtied from behind and taken down at about the 24-yard line. Tackle on the play made by Terrence Hill. Running clock in effect. We'll see if Ottumwa, well, they'll have to snap it once here. The play clock is running down. Bulldogs will likely get 1 snap here before the end of the 3rd quarter, trailing 45-0. Now the official says reset the play clock. Now Ottumwa doesn't have to snap it, but they still will. Under center is Carson Kenny, and gives it on the end around to the wingback left side, Salema, and he will not get out of the backfield. Taken down.
Brought down at the 22.
At the 22, a loss of 2. That ends the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs down 45-0. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
Now's the time to get things done better. With unmatched protection and in-cab heating and cooling, you can shrink your to-do list no matter the weather. And with industry-exclusive GPS technology, you'll know where you are and where you need to be, even outside of cell range. So work smarter and play harder with machines as strong and versatile as you are. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa High football trailing Des Moines Roosevelt 45-0. Running clock in effect. Bulldogs have it 2nd and 12 from their own 22-yard line. Rough Riders have some of their defensive reserves in there, but some starters look like they're still in there as well. Shotgun snap back to Kenny, rolling to his right, throws it out, caught by Salema in the flat. He's out across the 25 and spun down by Davier Jones.
Kenny's pass is
at the 26, a gain of 4. And it will be 3rd down and 8 from the 26. Kind of wonder why Davier Jones, our starting strong safety, is still in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Actually, why 2 of their starting safeties are in there, Jones and Cole Norris. Jamison Patton is not in there. There's no reason to put their best player on the field here. 3rd and 8, 2 wide left, 1 right for Ottumwa. Kenny in the shotgun, Renteria on his left hip, gets a low snap, back to pass. Throws it out left, Salema leaping catch, and he's tackled immediately, and the ball came out incomplete.
Kenny's pass
hit by Armstrong, couldn't hang on to it.
Broken up by Armstrong.
And it'll be 4th down and 8. If he'd hung on, he probably would have been marked 3 yards short of the first down. Ottumwa might have gone for it. They might go for it anyway. We'll see. Running clock, 10:45 and counting. But no, the punt unit will come on. Jones and Pullman will go back deep for the Rough Riders as Salema's back to punt it away once again. Snap bounces to him again. He's under pressure, gets it away. Boy, that's a great effort by Salema, and that'll bounce inbounds and take an Ottumwa roll back in towards the field and down the field all the way to the 41-yard line. Salema was about to get rocked by a couple of Roosevelt defenders. He got that punt off down the sideline, managed to keep it in bounds and roll it to the Roosevelt 41. Under the circumstances, that is an excellent effort by Abaya Salema. Roosevelt will snap it with under 10 to go. Bulldog football brought to you by Insane Motors at 1219 South Madison Avenue, Ottumwa, a motorcycle and ATV shop offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories for any rider. Stop by and check out their selection. Also brought to you by the Stitch Doctor. They want you to score big with custom embroidery or screen printing with your favorite player or team. From shirts and hats to bags, stadium chairs, coolers, and jackets, the Stitch Doctor in downtown Ottumwa. Now the Rough Riders have their backup quarterback in the game, Brady Palmer, 6'1", 170-pound sophomore. He's got 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Gets a snap, hands it off. Russell Lamar is still in the game. And he bounces outside, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, falls down at the 50. That'll be a gain of 9.
Gain of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50.
I imagine they're trying to get him to 100 yards. And that might have put him right on the dot at 100. He started the half with 96. Had 1 carry for no yards. Lost 5 yards on a carry. Now he's added 9. So by my math, he's right at 100. Roosevelt, 10 on the play clock, and they're trying to get lined up here. Again, the number 2 quarterback, Palmer, now in there. Gets a snap, gives it to Lamar, accelerates right side, first down, 45, breaks a tackle, 40, cuts back in, hammered down at about the 36-yard line.
By Derby.
Cooper Derby finished him off. There is a flag, though, back at the Ottumwa 48, so hold everything. Let's see what the call is here. They're trying to get them to stop the clock. You've got to stop it for a penalty call. And it's a call against Roosevelt. They finally do get the clock stopped. I mean, it doesn't matter that much.
Holding is the call against
But when you
Roosevelt.
have even in running clock, when there is a penalty on the field to be adjudicated, if you will, the clock has to stop for that. And so instead of a first down run, that flag fell a yard behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if it was a hold or block in the back, but either way, 10 yards from the spot. So instead of a first down into Ottumwa territory, the Rough Riders have it all the way back at their own 38. Second down and 13.
First and 13 for Roosevelt.
Well, they're saying first and 13. It should be second down. It should be second down. It was 2nd and 1. It was 2nd down and 1 before. It can't be 1st and 13 now. It needs to be 2nd down. But they're not correcting it. How is... I hope there's officiating supervisors here tonight because that is a pretty egregious mistake. They've given Roosevelt a free down. Hand off to Williams, and it doesn't matter. He's got a first down and more, stumbling forward all the way down inside the 45. Jared Wellings on the stop. But now Russell Lamar definitely over 100 yards, all the way down to the 43. That's a gain of 19. And now Roosevelt going no huddle. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Now quarterback keeper Palmer to the right, being chased down. He breaks a tackle, though. He got back to the line, and then he's swarmed by Ottumwa. Salema in on the stop.
Brady Palmer, the ball carrier.
Cooper Derby, I believe, was over there.
Down by Salema.
Mike Kane nearly had him in the backfield.
And Renteria.
Gail Batres was also over there. Second down, and I think he lost a yard. 2nd down and 11 now from the 44. 7:14 and counting, 4th quarter. Someone down 45-0. Rough Riders not in any hurry here. 2 wide left, 2 wide right, but they'll probably run, although they may want to get Palmer a pass attempt or two tonight. We'll see. He is back to pass. Throws it left flat, and a catch made. Turning it upfield is
Palmer's pass
Fontadeth, and he'll have, I believe, a first down.
Peter Fantuday.
As they'll mark it at the 32-yard line. Gain of 12.
Brought down by McKinnon.
So Palmer completes his first pass. And that's
the 32.
I believe the first pass of his varsity career. He didn't have any passing stats coming in. Gets a snap. Swings it out to the right and overthrew the tight end Williams, who's lined up slot right, incomplete on a swing pass. 2nd down and 10.
Incomplete.
6:15 and counting in the football game.
32.
Next week should get easier for Ottumwa. We're on the road at Burlington. Oskaloosa hosting Burlington tonight, and I haven't been looking on Twitter to see how that game's been going. Usually Oski tweets out their results. Haven't seen any tweets from them tonight. We'll double check that. Back to pass on 2nd down is Palmer. Here comes the rush, trying to get away. Hit from behind. Flag comes down, and Theron Royer brings down Brady Palmer.
Palmer brought down by Royer.
The flag is back at the 40.
Flag on the play.
Sack, or what would be a sack, actually looks like it's right at the line of scrimmage, so I don't think Royer would get a sack. Holding,
call against Roosevelt,
though, is the call, and the penalty will be accepted. The hold happened back at the 40. Royer was being held. He got out of that and still made the tackle. Well, they'll take the hold and move it back to midfield where it will be second down and a bunch. That hold well in the backfield, 10 yards from the spot. Second down and 28. They've got to get it to the 22-yard line. Waiting for the officials to... I'm not sure what we're waiting for, to be honest here. Now the umpire says we're ready for play. They set the ball and start the clock again. Palmer gets a snap, hands it off, and that's a tackle in the backfield by Jay Guerra. Lamar brought down for a 1-yard loss to the 49. Well, third down and 29. Now they make it a 2-yard loss. Third down and 30 from the Roosevelt 48. They've got to get to the Ottumwa 22. And Roosevelt has scored a touchdown on every one of its drives so far tonight. Bulldogs look like they'll finally have a chance to get off the field defensively here. And yes, they do have a backup quarterback in there and some backup linemen. They still have their starting running back in there. I really don't know why. You're risking injury to a guy who's over 100 yards on the night. Slot man in motion and a flag before they can run what would have been an end around. And it's a delay of game on the Rough Riders.
Delay of game is the call.
4th and 35. Wondering how much farther back they can go here. What do you have in the, or pardon me, 3rd and 35. What do you have in the playbook for 3rd and 35? Two wide left, two wide right. Will they run that end around to the slot man again? They'll shift the slot man on the right, Williams out further right. Now the left slot man comes in motion. He goes by. There's the snap. They're going to throw it. They want to go deep down the middle for Williams. Intercepted. Shakir Pope at the 40-yard line. Pope with his first INT. Mark it at the 41.
Intercepted by 84, Shakir Pope.
Shakir Pope,
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
After watching him play sophomore basketball last year, kind of thinking he might have a chance to make an impact at the varsity level this year, but he just made an impact on this football game, getting his first career pick. Ottumwa takes over at its own 41. We'll be down probably under 4 minutes to go in the game. 1st down and 10. Well, Pope's had 2 big plays in 3 games now. Had a big 53-yard reception against Oskaloosa. That set up a touchdown. And now he gets himself his first career interception on defense. Officials deciding with the running clock they have to have a conversation about something. Now we're ready to go. Ball ready for play. Carson Kenny in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Back to pass. Rush coming up the middle. Throws under pressure. Deep down the seam. And Salema caught it in traffic. Abias Salema went up between 2 defenders and ripped it away at the Roosevelt 31-yard line. 1st down.
1st and 10 Bulldogs at the 32.
That's a 29-yard reception for Abias Salema. And he just wanted that ball more. Cole Norris thought he had an interception. And Salema said, not so fast. Now double wing formation on 1st down. Quick handoff up the middle to Farrington. And
Farrington is the ball
that
carrier.
play works at times for the Ottumwa offense. It didn't work here. Official stopping play. And Coach Goodman talking to the head ref, and I'm not sure what they're talking about here. Are they gesturing at the scoreboard, or are they gesturing at something down the field? I'm not sure what. They've marked, okay, looking at the sticks, they marked Salema down at the 32, so the 28-yard reception, then a 1-yard run for Farrington. Whatever they talked about, they sorted out. Clock started again, 2:45 and counting, 4th quarter. Last chance for Ottumwa to avoid a shutout here, trailing 45-0. Break the huddle at 13 on the play clock. Gravy going wide left. Farrington and Golick wide right. Salema, the H-back or the wing-back on the right. Snap back to Kenny in the shotgun. Here comes a blitz. Hit as he throws. Left side leaping catch. Farrington down to the 14-yard line. Boy, Carson Kenny hung in there, made a solid throw, and Mason Farrington leapt up in front of the defender, hung on through the contact. Gain of 17 for Farrington. And now Ottumwa in the red zone, 1st and 10, Roosevelt 14 with 2:05 to go in the game. Bulldogs trying to avoid the shutout here. Golick wide left, Farrington slot left, Salema wide right, Gravy tight end on the right. Renteria in the backfield with Kenny. Shotgun snap. Draw play. Renteria puts his head down, didn't get much. In fact, he did not get back to the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 15.
Brought down by Abdi.
Someone's probably going to have to throw to the end zone if they want to score here.
2nd and 11.
Farrington does give you some leaping ability, 6 feet tall, as does Luke Gravy. You want to throw it up. Kenny with a flag in the air, rolling to his left, throws for the corner of the end zone, and it's just out of the reach of Golick, but flags fly in the end zone, so we'll have pass interference on Roosevelt in the end zone. They made contact early, but we also have a flag at the line of scrimmage from the line judge. Stop the clock, 58.6 seconds to go. And there's another flag in the backfield. There are flags in 3 different places here. And I don't know if that flag in the backfield is where Kenny threw the ball. What did they call roughing? Okay, how do we sort this out? Under a minute to go, and we have, I believe, 3 different fouls on one play. And so all 5 officials are going to try to sort this out. I know the flags in the end zone were pass interference on Roosevelt. I'm guessing you've got roughing the quarterback in the backfield where that flag was where Kenny threw it. The flag thrown at the snap by the line judge on the near side might have been an illegal formation on Ottumwa. But you've got 2 major fouls on Roosevelt and 1 5-yard infraction on Ottumwa. And to be perfectly honest, folks, I would think that when you sort it all out, you can't cancel out both major fouls on Roosevelt, especially if that is roughing the passer and a personal foul. But I'm not 100% sure that it's just not, offsetting and a do-over. Let's see. We've got pass interference defense. That's declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer defense. That's accepted. And whatever the flag was on the side is picked up and put away. They don't even signal it.
1st and goal. For the Bulldogs.
So Ottumwa has it 1st and goal at the Roosevelt 7 after the roughing the passer penalty is the one that's accepted with 58.6 seconds to go. They will reset the play clock here. It was almost down to 0 and the ball wasn't even set yet. And now Roosevelt takes a timeout. So we'll take 30 seconds with them on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. 58.6 seconds to go. Ottumwa with the 1st and goal at the Des Moines Roosevelt 7. Bulldogs down 45-0, trying to get on the board and not be shut out. 2 wide left, make it 3 wide right, Snap to Kenny, and he bobbles it. He tried to pick it up. Did Roosevelt get on this ball? They did. Oh, my goodness. After all that, a drop snap, and Kenny, I think, kind of froze, and he didn't want to just fall on it, lose the yardage and the time, but then he hesitated, trying to figure out what to do, and Roosevelt got on it. And Ottumwa was going to be shut out in its third game of the season. Roosevelt, they don't even have to snap the ball here. It's at their own 11, but they've reset the play clock, and with the running clock going, it's already down to 10 seconds. I don't know why the Rough Riders would even snap it here. 5 seconds, they're just standing there. That's going to be the ball game. That fumble will do it. And Roosevelt knocks off Ottumwa by a score of 45-0. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Our homes are one of our most important investments. Don't let your home be at risk from termite damage. Contact Atomic Termite and Pest Control to discuss the Centricon system, a proactive solution to protect your home from termites.
Hi, I'm Dylan Laux, third generation service technician with Atomic Pest Control. If you have pest problems, call me at 682-6166. That's 682-6166. Atomic Pest Control, serving southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri since 1949.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Schaefer Stadium, where your Ottumwa football team falls to number 10 Des Moines Roosevelt 45-0. Bulldogs unfortunately shut out for the first time this season. Don't expect we'll be shut out next week. Much more comparable opponent in Burlington, and when Ottumwa does score its next touchdown, it'll be brought to you by Family First Chiropractic and Dr. Nicole Gevok. So Ottumwa drops 0-3, Roosevelt 3-0. The Rough Riders will head into the meat of their schedule next week. They're taking on Urbandale, who has gone to overtime tonight with West Des Moines Valley, by the way, and then 2 weeks from tonight, Roosevelt takes on defending state champion Ankeny. Ottumwa, as we mentioned, they will face Burlington on the road next week. And Burlington is at Oskaloosa tonight. That game's gone to the fourth quarter. Oskaloosa leading Burlington 24-19, so a close game over there in Oski tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time. Berry Patch IT Service, Meridian Credit Union, Pierce Fence, Warehouse Barbecue, The Ride in Fairfield, Falvey Lumber, Community First Credit Union, Godfrey's Ale House, Family First Chiropractic, Jenna Brumbaugh and Homegate Real Estate, Southeast Iowa, Insane Motors, The Stitch Doctor, Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, Atomic Pest Control, Petrito Orthodontics, Sonic Drive-In, Bench Warmers, William Penn University, David Whaleburner with Allstate Insurance, Reflection Studio, Shorter Graphics, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, R&K Body Pros, Mike's Pizza, Mercy One Ottumwa, Lisco, Ottumwa Glass, and the Wood Iron Grill. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight, and a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts, Stand Up Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning into Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you next Friday night when Bulldog Football plays at Burlington. Until then, good night, everybody.